Bikini baking. That's what we're doing. Hey y'all, it's Saint, and I want to welcome you to my new series, Bikini Baking, a series where I bake my famous banana breads in my famous bikinis. Today, I'm wearing the Printed Medallion bikini, and the correlating flavor with that is pistachio and strawberry. Let's get started. All right, first things first, we have our base. I kind of cheated a little bit to save a little bit of time, but that's okay. So we're going to start off with our wet base here. This includes the bananas, the eggs, the vanilla, and the browned butter. Very, very important. Oh, y'all see my cards? These are my talking points. Very serious. So first things first, what made me want to start this series? I decided to start this series. I decided to start this series just to have a fun way of introducing the new designs and the new colorway, as well as giving some background about the brand, because I know I tend to take a hiatus here and there. So I feel like it's appropriate to kind of really introduce myself and the brand properly upon my return. Something you guys will also see is I'm like changing my vision for the brand a lot. So that's another reason why I feel like a proper introduction is in store. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking soda. What inspired me to make the G-String bikini? What really inspired me to make the G-String bikini is a while ago I came across the infamous picture of Kim K in her closet wearing the Gucci and Tom Ford G-String bikini that was released in 1997. I love that picture, and that was something that I really wanted to recreate for my brand in my own way. So surprise, surprise, yes, a big brand was my inspiration for my signature design. A cup of brown sugar. Ooh. One hand is always a challenge, but having a little extra brown sugar never hurt nobody. Next up, what is my favorite part about how popular the Medallion G-String has gotten? I have to say my favorite part about how popular the Medallion G-String design has gotten is probably when people message me and they send me pictures of like a celebrity or an influencer wearing the Gucci and Tom Ford G-String, and they'll say something like, oh, this looks familiar, like kind of implying that Gucci like copied my design. I hate to say it, but that's so flattering. I think that's so flattering, and it's really, really funny. And it's like I always have to tell them like, no, that's been around since like almost since I was born. So it didn't really copy that one, but it does make me feel good that people think of my design when they see that. Like people think of Saint Ondres when they see that bikini. So I think that part makes me feel really, really good. All right, next up, what's up with the dragon? Honestly, I just like dragons. Like there's no real reason for the dragon to be, these are strawberries. There's no real reason for the dragon to be a part of the logo, a part of the fact that I just like it. I like dragons. I think dragons are cool. And yeah, that's how they came about. Then I have some pistachio paste that I made. This is so funny because exactly what I thought would happen happened. I pre-made the wet mix like I told y'all, and it just got super thick. I had to use some milk to loosen it up. But here's our finished product. We have the strawberry in there, the pistachio, and we're gonna go ahead and put it in a pan. Now, I would have to say my favorite part about making banana bread is decorating them. So I'm actually so surprised that this thing has running water. That's the coolest thing ever to me. What I'm gonna do to decorate the top of it, this is the best part. I'm just gonna go ahead and add the pistachio paste and marble it. Super cliche. I wanted to fold in some strawberries. Oh, okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That didn't happen the way that I really wanted it to, but that's okay. Next, we're just gonna cut up some strawberries. Okay, so it's time for a fun fact. Fun fact about me as a designer, I typically shy away from printed fabrics. Just because hardly do I ever find a fabric that I like, in the colorway that I like, and the quality that I like. It's not as easy to find like a good quality pattern fabric as it is to find a good quality solid color fabric. So a lot of times I just don't use the printed at all, or if you see me use a printed, I use the hell out of it. Like I use it a lot. I overly use it literally until they run out. And it seems silly, but I actually just had an incident with this current drop. I started off using a different color printed fabric, and I fell in love with that fabric, and they discontinued it before I could get like my full supply for the collection. So I started making samples and started planning like my whole collection around that printed fabric just for them to discontinue it. And I was just like, see, this that shit I be talking about. But it is what it is. But if you're ever wondering, like, why does she never, that's literally why it's so hard for me to find something that I like. Caramel, shout out to Nusa. I overly eat Nusa, but I actually made caramel last night for the first time, and that's what these are. These are caramel pistachios. I made them myself for the first time last night, so I'm gonna put some just so they can bake into the bread, and then when the bread is finished baking, I'll add the rest on top. Alright, and here we have our finished product. She's so pretty, and she's all set for the oven. Just kidding, this oven doesn't work. But that's okay, you can still see the finished result. Hold on, I got one made already. Okay, just checking. Here's the finished result. It's my first time trying it, and it's delicious. Like, of course it is. Fantastic. Hey, so in true dork fashion, I forgot to say bye. So bye. See you next episode. Thanks for watching.